Breaking news in Harrisburg, where crews are on the scene of a fire. Emergency dispatchers say that fire started just after 5 this morning on Forster and Union Street. Dispatchers say a medical staging area is set up on the scene, but it's unclear at this time how many injuries there are. A News 8 crew on that scene says they did see people being treated there and spoke to a neighbor that says a dog was being treated as well. We'll continue to bring you updates on this online at WGAL.com. This morning, communities are having their power slowly restored after another round of storms last night. PPL is reporting Perry County has the highest number of outages, with more than 3,000 customers without power, many of those in Marysville. Just under 3,000 PPL customers are without power in Dauphin County. And in Cumberland County, the number of outages have steadily gone down through the night, with a little more than 200 PPL customers without power. There are fewer than 1,000 Med-Ed customers without power across the Susquehanna Valley. Country superstar Thomas Rhett and special guest Niall Horan postponed their show at Hershey Park Stadium because of last night's storms. That show will now happen tonight at 6. Now, if you cannot make that show, you will be able to get a refund. In a message posted on social media, Rhett and Horan said it was something they did not want to do, but they wanted to stay in town and still do the show. If you'd like to stay up to date on our latest forecast, look at our interactive radar for when storms are approaching, or get alerts sent straight to your phone. Download the WGAL app or go to WGAL.com. A man wanted for 2 stabbings and a sexual assault in Lancaster County has now been arrested. Investigators say that second stabbing happened in the early hours of yesterday morning. Columbia Borough Police say they took Jared Gower into custody with help from neighboring agencies. Investigators say on Thursday night, the 21-year-old stabbed his grandfather in the stomach on Kleinsville Road in West Hempfield Township. And then yesterday morning, police say Gower committed a separate stabbing and a sexual assault before being arrested about an hour and a half after it happened. Police say they will soon release more details about that incident. In Commitment 2026 coverage, Governor Josh Shapiro took the stage in Harrisburg to announce a new push in November's midterm election and ramp up his re-election campaign. The governor announced yesterday what he's calling the Rise Up campaign, a coordinated campaign for Democrats. News 8's Nicole Beltran has the details.
The most coordinated, well-funded, well-organized campaign in the history of the Democratic Party here in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Rise Up is aimed at flipping Republican seats in Congress and the state legislature.
This, in many ways, is the center of what is going to decide whether we have a trifecta in Harrisburg and a Democratic majority in Washington.
Shapiro took the time to endorse fellow Democrats, 10th Congressional District candidate Janelle Stelson and State Senator James Malone, running for re-election in the 36th District, both of which stood behind Shapiro as he announced the campaign. The governor taking aim at U.S. Representative Scott Perry, who seeks re-election this November against Stelson.
He does whatever Donald Trump tells him to, including backing this war of choice in Iran, a war that was wrong to get into.
Representative Perry responded to the governor's comments in a statement to News 8 tonight, saying before throwing stones, they should be mindful of the glass houses they live in. The PA GOP also responded to Shapiro's remarks, saying, every day it becomes more obvious that Shapiro doesn't care about Pennsylvanians.
That was AJ Sisson reporting. Now, Shapiro is going up against Republican State Treasurer Stacey Garrity in November. Garrity has the public support of President Donald Trump. Penn State's Board of Trustees has officially approved a tuition hike, at least at its University Park campus. As part of the newly approved $11 billion budget plan, tuition will go up 2.5% for in-state undergrads, 2% for in-state grad students, and 4% for out-of-state undergrad and grad students. Undergraduate students at other Commonwealth campuses will see no increase for the 5th consecutive year. This is the 7th year in a row Penn State students are seeing their tuition go up. Penn State President Neely Bendapudi is also receiving $210,000 in what the university is calling a performance bonus. That bonus is 15% of her salary. This week, PennDOT has 2 different projects scheduled in Cumberland County. The first starts today. That's from the Hanover Street exit to the Route 11 exit on I-81. There will be closures and detours overnight through Thursday. Those will be in place from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. The second project begins on Thursday. A temporary traffic signal has been installed at Route 11 and 15 and East Columbia Road, showing a detour as a pavement preservation project begins. There will also be lane reductions on Route 11 and 15 so workers can install signs. A temporary concrete barrier will go up to make those lanes smaller. That work is expected to last up to 90 days. Tomorrow, we get a look at an item put in a Lebanon time capsule for the first time in 50 years. Residents, city leaders, and state officials gathered in Coleman Memorial Park to dig it up at the beginning of this month. Now, it was first filled during America's 200th anniversary in 1976. Jonestown native John Ensminger was also those who were there in 1976 to bury that capsule and then again for its unearthing. That will be opened tomorrow evening at 6 at City Hall.